Hey, how's it going? Feeling pretty chill? Maybe laid back Leona is here for you this week. This is Denise Wellick Peterson, Hormone Bootcamp. This day we are talking about laid back Leona, or week 3 of your hormone cycle. This is the fourth of a 5-part series this week. And I want to tell you a little bit about the personality of laid back Leona, right? Every month, 4 different personalities, 4 different goddesses show up as you. And if you can start anticipating how to work with those goddesses, how to best work with the hormones that are presenting that week, your life is going to flow and it's going to feel full of joy and ease. So today I wanted to talk about laid back Leona. This is week 3 of your cycle. Now, some pretty big things happen between week 2 and week 3. It's called ovulation. So if you are looking to get pregnant, right? You're looking for that basal temperature in the morning, right? So when that temperature jumps, and by jumps I mean could be a couple degrees, could be a couple tenths of a degree. But when your temperature jumps, that's when ovulation happens, right? So that signals to those of us who even aren't trying to get pregnant, right, that the hormones are going to shift. We are shifting from estrogen, which is now peaking here at ovulation, and testosterone. Comparatively speaking, we do have testosterone, and it peaks as well at this time. That helps with the frisky part, with the libido part. So estrogen and testosterone are peaking to help with the frisky, with the libido, to ensure the species carries on, right? But right after this, estrogen takes a nosedive the next 3 or 4 days. Testosterone also dips back down to its normal level, while progesterone increases. So what does this mean? This means socially, you're going to start shifting from, I want to go out this weekend, to, let's just stay in. And then by the end of week 4, so tomorrow, what we're talking about tomorrow, there'll be more, could you just leave me the hell alone? But here in week 3, we still might want to be a little social, but we might not be going out to a party. Maybe we're playing cards with some friends, that sort of thing. So in order to support that temperature increase, right? So then our temperature stays elevated for a couple of weeks. During that elevated period, we want to support the heat in any way that we can. So a couple ways to do that. 1, spice up your foods, make them hot. Add peppers, garlic, cloves, cinnamon. Get the warmer spices going. Get warm meat. Cooling, warming, we're talking about an Eastern philosophy here. So we're talking about beef, we're talking about bacon, we're talking about venison, we're talking about bison, some of the more red meats. Those help increase the temperature of the body. Also, grilled vegetables, cooked vegetables, roasted vegetables, as opposed to, say, raw salads kind of thing, are going to be more helpful. Beverages that heat you up. Wine. How many of us have drank a glass of wine and got a flush going on? That's what we want. We want to drink some more wine or hot tea, room temperature and warmer on that. Dates might start to look like more cuddling under a blanket by the fire, right? Keep the heat up. Sexually, it's going to take a little bit more. Estrogen is on the fall, so it's going to take a little bit more. Might be looking more toward back rubs, cuddling, making out, a whole lot more foreplay in order to get to the O, right? Socializing, I already said, is going to start quieting down for you. It's going to start heading into a quiet time. Workouts during this week. They should still be heavy-ish. There's still a little bit of estrogen left in the system, especially early in the week. But as the week goes on, it declines pretty rapidly. But the likelihood is that the workouts are going to feel harder. The same workout you did last week with Shira Sherry is going to feel hard this week. It's like, oh my God, I don't even know how I got these weights up last week. It's going to feel hard. You're not going to be moving as much weight. You're not going to be moving as fast. It's starting, especially toward the end of the week, to be more focused on recovery with foam rolling, stretching, recovery yoga, hot baths and saunas. So you're switching from the ice baths in week 2 to hot baths and saunas in week 3 and 4. Okay? And then finally at work, during the brain time, right? You know that in week 1, Frisky Fiona, she's all about analyzing the numbers, seeing what worked the month before, how are the goals going. Week 2, She-Ra Sherry's about brainstorming, being creative, starting projects. Week 3, you're open to negotiation, you're open to feedback, your communication skills are on high. So that might be a great time to negotiate a pay raise, right? And then we'll talk about week 4 tomorrow. If you want to follow along, if you want to get the his and hers, use her cycle cheat sheets, go check out my blog at nowgetgoing.com. The title of that blog is What's for Supper? That's where you're going to find those cheat sheets. Have a fantastic afternoon.